All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome
Morning.
to Giant Sports Talk Live morning edition on this Friday morning. Yesterday Giants win, Glenn. How about that?
Oh, yeah, and it was a great show. Look at that. Great show. I always do backwards. Great show last night. There it is. It was a
Mm,
spectacular Giant Sports Talk Live. We had
it
special
was.
guests drop by, Eric. We had a great game to talk about. San Francisco, despite a one-inning outing from Blake Snell, with the real Blake Snell stand up. 3-2, a walk-off over Arizona, and the most unlikeliest of heroes, Patrick Bailey.
Yeah, he knocked in all 3 runs for the Giants yesterday. I mean, holy
Small
crap.
wonders. Wow.
Exactly. I mean, who would have thought? Okay, Glenn, if we said before this game, hey, you know what's going to happen in this game? Snell's going to go 1 inning and Bailey's going to knock in all the RBIs for the Giants. Would you have ever guessed that? That's one thing I love about
Wouldn't have
baseball.
been many bets placed on the Giants in Vegas on that one.
No. That's the beauty of baseball, right? That's why I love this game, because you just never know what can happen.
And on top of that, as I brought up so succinctly early in the show last night, I thought the highlight wasn't necessarily Bailey's big day. I thought it all stemmed from the bullpen and Landon Roop, 1 hit in 4 innings, giving them some long relief, kept them in the game, Eric. That was the key to success yesterday, getting a great outing. Not just Roop, we had Miller through a scoreless no-hit inning. Rogers with a scoreless no-hit inning. Tyler was looking good. Duvall, he gave up a hit, but and Ryan Walker picks up the win. Happy for him.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, he shut it down, just like how he's been doing during this since he has transitioned into the closer. He's been fantastic.
All right, we got a busy day today. We got an afternoon game. It's going to be a dandy, too. Not to let the cat out of the bag early here, but as you bring it up, Eric, we've got the Cubs meeting the New York Yankees. You take it away, my buddy.
That is going to be a good game because Chicago is playing some really good baseball right now. They're making a run for that third wild card in the National League. But their opponents are going to be tough. You got the New York Yankees visiting Chicago, going to face the Cubs. You got Luis Gil going up against Jordan Wicks. Again, that's going to be in about, 4 hours, somewhere around there. 11:20 a.m. Pacific. So that should be a good game. We'll see if the Cubs can still stay in their winning ways. They're playing some really good baseball right now.
You want to catch some afternoon baseball and you're in the Bay Area? Well, you can watch on ESPN+. Milwaukee hosting Colorado. Milwaukee is Frankie Montas on the hill, 6-9, up against Ryan Feltner. He's, oh my goodness, great cat. Dare I even bring him up? I shouldn't even mention him. His mom will be messaging the show. Do not talk about my son that way. He's 1-10. He's 1-10. For a minute there, I thought I had one of the White Sox pitchers up by error. But no, Ryan Feltner, the righty, is 1-10 and a 5.11 ERA for Colorado.
Yikes.
Boy, oh boy. They are calling for rain, so if Colorado gets lucky, they won't lose today. It's Colorado and Milwaukee. And that's boy, oh boy. 1-10, Eric?
Yeah, that's tough. And in Pittsburgh, good old PNC Park, Washington Nationals will be facing off against the Pittsburgh Pirates. DJ Hers, never heard of him, faces off against Luis Ortiz. Again, that's going to be an afternoon game, Pacific. Yeah, it's a game.
Baltimore is looking for their 82nd win of this season, and they will rely on Dean Kramer, the right-hander. He's 6-9. Shane Baz goes today for Tampa Bay, and that one is a 4:05 Bay Area start. A few minutes later, you got one in Boston.
Yeah, how about that? Chicago White Sox going against Boston Red Sox. Both of those teams are pretty much out of it. It's just kind of a nothing game. I've seen some people in the chat last night. We're talking about Boston Red Sox may be a destination for the man I've been calling for the last week, Mr. Juan Soto. So we'll see how that type of a news transpires in the offseason. But it's going to be Davis Martin going for Chicago against Nick Pivetta for the Red Sox at Fenway Park, I should say.
Boston. I didn't see that coming. Where are they getting their news from? It's not from Giant Sports Talk Live, but according to Eric Romo, the deal's already done.
It's done.
Soto's going to be a Giant. Cincinnati's in New York. Fernando Cruz and Sean Manaea having a nice year. That game at 4:10 this afternoon. The Mets, believe it or not, are tied for the final wild card spot with Atlanta. So why not jump to that game, Eric? You got the Blue Jays taking on the Braves.
Yeah, look at that. You got matter of fact, that's going to be a good pitching matchup for the Toronto Blue Jays. You got Kevin Gausman for the Atlanta Braves. You got Max Fried. Should be a good game. Again, Atlanta, they're feeling that hot breath of the New York Mets. It's gonna again. The rest of the regular season is going to be fantastic just to see how all these stories pan out for those 3 wild card positions. It's going to be a lot of fun. Should be again, like I said, at Truist Field. Should be a lot of fun.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be
Truist Park or Field. I can't remember.
Monkeys today, Eric. Yeah. Philadelphia. They're in Miami. Zach Wheeler should be I'm looking at it now.
It's an ace.
Philadelphia is the heavy favorite today. Not paying anything to bet on the Phillies today. 13-6. Wheeler, the righty, up against Edward Cabrera, who is 3-6. Phillies should be able to take care of business there.
All right, and in Texas, you got the Angels facing off against the Rangers. 5:05 start Pacific. You got Samuel Aldegari. There he goes. Aldegari facing off against Gerson Garabito.
Okay. I hope the Angels packed their bats when they headed out on a road trip with Texas. Eric, you know what the Angels did against the LA Dodgers the other night?
Oh, yeah. 10 runs, right?
Clobbered them. Well, they're on the road today in Texas. Samuel is up against Gerson today in Texas. Who is Aldegari, Eric? I don't know what that is all about. That's I don't get into these pitching matchups in September. Guys I've never heard of. Arizona's at Houston. Brandon Pfaadt against Framber Valdez. Did I say that right? Pfaadt. What? It's Arizona, Houston at 5:10. Arizona, they have put together a nice run, and they are fighting for playoff positioning as well, aren't they?
Yes, they are. And then on the next game, one of 2 games that's going to be on Apple TV Plus. Not just Apple TV, Glenn. Apple TV.
I have a hard enough time with Apple TV.
Hey,
now you're throwing a plus in there. I don't know. I can never find the game until the 8th inning.
Maybe we have to create a Giant Sports Talk Live Plus.
Eric, I got a hard enough time keeping up with you in one morning show and one night show. There won't be any plus nothing right now. Good Lord.
All right.
Kansas City, always a great day for baseball.
There you go.
Apple TV Plus.
There you go. Minnesota Twins facing off against the Kansas City Royals. You got Zebby Matthews facing off against Cole Ragans. Should be a good game. Those are two teams battling it off for their playoff future. So should be a good game. Should be a good game on Apple TV Plus.
I'll take your word for it. Seattle, they're in St. Louis. Bryce Miller up against Eric Romo. Tickets are $8. I mean, Eric Fetty. Tickets are as low as $8 today. And I'll be curious. You know what we're going to do tonight, Eric?
What are we doing tonight?
Let's take the over-under. I'll say 11th. I'm going to go ones. 11,101 the attendance tonight in St. Louis. Seattle and St. Louis, Miller, Fetty, 5:15 Bay Area start. What do you think the attendance is going to be? They have the worst attendance in Major League Baseball, the once thriving Cardinal organization.
That's crazy because their fan base is pretty damn dedicated. That's speaking volumes.
They are dedicated.
That's speaking volumes. Wow.
This year, man.
Wow.
Oh, that's we'll see how close I am tonight. Watch, they'll get 30. Tonight's attendance 36,000.
Well, you better be careful. You don't know what the giveaway. Remember, we went
giveaways.
The giveaways. We went to that Sunday game, and
everybody wanted a Buster hug.
40,000 people showed up to Oracle Park that day. So you never know.
Made 40,000 new friends. I think you talked to them all. Oh my goodness. What's going on today in Oakland? I guarantee you they won't even get 11,111 for that game.
No, they won't. And you know what? The A's ain't going to get very many runs either. Tariq Skubal. Again, he might be a Cy Young runner for the American League. That guy is incredible. He's facing it off against the A's, who are throwing Mitch Spence. So, yeah, it's going to be a rough day, I think, for the Oakland batters.
All right, we'll see what is happening. I'm going over to Vegas right now. I'm putting my money on Oakland to score the upset. I'm taking the points.
Look at you,
on that one.
being bold.
We'll close it out with San Francisco's game. Cleveland is at LA. Matthew Boyd, that is an ageless wonder. He's been around for a while for Cleveland. LA will have Landon Knack. I'm just looking up. I don't know a whole lot about Landon Knack.
Who the hell is Landon Knack?
He's 2-2. So he's pitched a few games. That one flew under the radar for me. Landon Knack 2-2 with a 3 ERA up against Matt Boyd, the veteran, 1-1. 2.38 ERA. So a couple of good pitchers going there.
Yeah, that's going to be a good pitching matchup. Should be.
I never heard of Landon Knack, though, to be honest.
Never heard of Landon Knack.
Sorry.
Can't say.
And tonight, the Giants are on the road. Another late start, obviously, on the West Coast when they take on San Diego. Eric, another game that can be found, if you can find it, on Apple TV.
Yes.
Plus.
There you go. You got Mason Black. Oh, that's going to. Oof. Mason Black going against Michael King.
I always confuse the knuckleballer. King's not the knuckleballer, right?
No, he is not. It was
before.
Waldron. They released him, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so Michael King and Mason Black do.
That's going to be
ticket
tough.
prices are $25. That's because you get 2 West Coast teams hooking up there. Always a great day for baseball, too, in San Diego. I love that ballpark.
Yeah, what's the numbers on Michael King?
Ask and I shall reward. Michael King enters the game with a .317 earned run average on the season. Okay. His record is 11-8. Mason Black hasn't scored a victory this year, but do you really want to know what his ERA is?
It's tough. I know his last outing was okay. I think he went 5 innings and gave up 2 runs. I think he did okay, but
Mason Black on this installment of The Price is Right. Eric, what are you going, over or under? What do you think his ERA is? How close can you come without going over?
I'll say 5.6.
Oh, jeez. Martha from Michigan just beat you in the Showcase Showdown. He's a 7.45. God. Mason Black.
Woo!
Another guy people are high on, Eric, and I don't know, guys. People are high on him, just not producing.
I mean, he's a young guy, but yeah, look, he's going up against the San Diego Padres. They've been playing some really good baseball, so it's not going to be easy.
That one's on you mentioned Apple TV, so I may end up, because I have a hard time finding those games on that Apple platform. I may catch that one on 680 KNBR in the Bay Area. Even though I'm broadcasting from my remote location in Canada, in Winnipeg, Manitoba today in the morning show, I will be able to tune in, change the batteries, put up the big antenna, and I'm going to tune in KNBR for the game. Catch John Miller, his Golden Tones. What do we got in the wild card? It's a great matchup between the Mets, really Diamondbacks too, but Mets and Braves, man, this is going to be a dandy month.
There's 4 teams right in the thick of it. The Padres, who are currently in the first spot, Diamondbacks in the second, Mets and the Braves tied for the third. I mean, that could be anybody's, honestly. I mean, that could be, think about it, even the Cubs. They're only 4 games out. That's, a little bit of a reach, but you never know. Look at the Mets in their last 10. They're 8-2, won their last 7. So they're just playing some great ball. Again, Cubs, same way. They're 7-3 in their last 10. So it could go, who knows, man. Right now, I'm going to say it's just a 4-horse race right now, but who knows? Look at the St. Louis Cardinals. They're 5 games back from a while. I mean, yeah, there's not a whole lot of baseball left. So I guess you're kind of wishful thinking. Maybe that's why the fan base isn't showing up for the Cardinals. But usually they're a pretty dedicated fan base. So that news that you're talking about with the St. Louis Cardinal fans, that's quite interesting. And then of course you got the lowly San Francisco Giants, 7.5 out.
Yeah, 69 and 72. Here we are. We were able to climb the mountain. We reached the 500 mark, and then we surpassed it.
Yep.
But as usual, we're like a bad karaoke night. They got the big hook, and they just pulled it back down to reality.
The big hook, yes.
Yeah, because
it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy going. What? Real quick before we get out of here, is there what's the pitching lineup for the Giants for this 3 game? Because I know Mason Black's going tomorrow.
Okay, so you got Mason Black, as mentioned, going in that game tonight. We'll be talking about it on our Giant Sports Talk Live. Late start after the game is wrapped up and put to bed. Logan Webb will pitch the next game. He's 11-9. Dylan Cease and Logan Webb. It's a tough outing for Logan right there. That's the Saturday matchup. Heading into Sunday, a 3:10 start in the Bay Area. You've got Kyle Harrison and Joe Musgrove. It's not going to be easy this weekend, Eric.
I predicted that this series was going to be a sweep for the Padres.
I can't remember if I said it was a one winner or a sweep, to be honest with you.
You said the Arizona one was going to be a sweep, but it came close. It came close. The Giants barely pulled that one out yesterday. So
I'll say, you know what? Not going to like it. Going Padre sweep.
That's what I'm saying. Padre sweep. We'll see.
Pitching matchups. If you didn't have Webb going against Cease,
yeah, that's
has really been ramping it up too.
Yeah,
and you've got the Padres are looking over their shoulder right now. So these are you got a team that's fighting.
Exactly. They want to keep that first. Yeah, if they want to keep that first. Heck, they're even. What? Here, hold on. I'm just gonna take a look at the standings real quick just to see how far they're away from the Dodgers.
While you're doing that, I want to remind everybody we don't post it up on the morning show, but everybody should go over to our website. Our website is online now. Giants Sports Talk. Well, there it is. Giants.
Hey!
That's going to receive. GiantsSportsTalkLive.com. We've got a little poll up there. It's like a poll, I guess. A little box. You can fill in your information. When you send us your name, your email, your phone number, you'll enter to win a Logan Webb jersey. And I believe we're either giving it away Sunday or maybe Tuesday. Tuesday because it is creamsicle night. I just thought we'd keep
it.
You know,
I
it's
need
that
to
nice
think about
white
that.
with a light orange
creamsicle.
Yeah. Looks like
it won't be creamsicle because they're going to be on the road, right?
All right, we're going to give it away Sunday night. It's your last chance to qualify to win the jersey. Go to GiantSportsTalkLive.com, fill out the application to enter, and you could be the winner of the Logan Webb jersey. It's our first giveaway, and first of many. The next up will be the Barry Bonds jersey.
You know what? I gave you bad information.
Okay, want to start over? Giant Sports Talk Live. Enter the contest there, and you could win the Logan Webb jersey. We might just give that away on Tuesday night because it's creamsicle jersey night. Giant Sports Talk Live, a Northern Lights Entertainment production. Before we say goodbye, Eric, you had a quick take, something you wanted to bring to the table?
No, I think I'm good to go, man. I
thought you were bringing something up. All right.
No, I wasn't bringing nothing up. I was just looking at the schedule. They're actually they're going to go on the road for 3, but then they're back home right after they have a day off on Monday. And then guess what? They're back home on Tuesday for creamsicle night. So we can give away the jersey on Tuesday.
So I don't know about you, Eric, even though it's going to be a tough series. I always look forward to watching the Giants and the Padres. Great series every time.
Petco Park's a beautiful park too. I love watching the games at Petco. Or watching it on TV. It's a beautiful park.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to another night of Giant Sports Talk Live after the final pitch. We usually wait about 10 minutes, let everybody
right around there
get a snack, get ready to jump into our chat. The chat was just hopping last night.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Guys and gals who join us on the show, you can chime in on our chat, which is live the duration of the show, and you never know if we're going to go 1 hour, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. You know, it's like an open forum here when we get in the mood. And I got to tell you, I'm happy to be working with you, Eric, especially
it's been a lot of fun.
You were a real prick yesterday.
Yeah, I was. I've come around.
When word came down that Matt Chapman signed for 6 years, you didn't want to. Hey, you were like a mad hornet.
And you know what? If they don't do anything else, I'm gonna go right back to it. Like I explained it on the show last night. If those extra 3 years lands a really good free agent, okay, we're good. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. But if they're gonna build around Chapman, well then, back to the old ways.
Yeah. You do not build around Chapman.
No.
Chapman is what is being put in place around someone else.
Correct.
Who that someone else is, I'm sure Eric will let you know his feelings on that when you join us for the show, Giant Sports Talk Live tonight. I'll see you tonight after the final pitch of Giants Padres, Eric, and everyone else.
Absolutely. See you tonight. Go Sign Soto!
Bye, Mom.